Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube segment, I'm going to be talking about someone that has stirred up some controversy lately over the internet, and her name is Romina Garcia. And some of you may have heard about this. She has, I believe, at least 5 million views on this video. And what it was is she was talking about, apparently, her boyfriend had hit her, and she essentially was condoning this in the video and saying that, well, he risked himself and his life by doing this because he could be going to jail, and that this person cares about her because of this. And she's also closing in on 240,000, I believe, followers on Facebook. And the question is, did this really happen, or was this just a fabrication in order to get notoriety and publicity? I'm leaning toward the latter. I'm really not buying it. In the video, it didn't even look like her eye was really in that bad a shape to me. Now, I don't know when this supposedly happened. Maybe it happened some time ago, like at least a week ago when she got hit, or when she stated she got hit, I should say. And the thing about it is this: you have all these people that are following her now, and I'm sure many of them are very young people that are under 18, and you have people that could be very impressionable. Now, regardless whether this was true or not, this something, it obviously is not, it's still negative no matter how you look at it, because firstly, if this is just a prevarication and it's something that's not true, you're telling a lie in order to get publicity and get notoriety and fame. And if it is true, and if you're condoning something like this, you obviously, that there's something. I don't like to be judgmental on people or disparaging, but there's something that's not right if you're going to say that it's okay for a boyfriend to hit you. I mean, if someone almost kills you, are you going to say that that person is enraptured with you or infatuated with you because of this? I mean, I really think not. And it just kind of goes to show you that people in order to get their publicity and their minutes of fame or whatever it may be, what lengths they may actually go to in order to do this. And I mean, I could put up videos for the rest of my life, and not to be pessimistic or anything, but I'm probably not going to come anywhere near 5 million for my whole life. And as many of you know, I'm very persistent and consistent with my video production. I try to at least put up one video per day, and you know I have 3 YouTube channels. I believe combined for all 3 channels over 1,400 videos right now. And one person makes a video, and then they amass I believe over 5 million views. Hey, I would be more envious if I thought there was something positive in this video. But unfortunately, it just kind of shows you where society is at when you're going to watch something because it's just something that's controversial, whether it's true or not. Now, the thing about this too is, now she's got all this popularity now and all this publicity, and like I said before, closing in on 240,000 followers on YouTube, which I mean, the amount is phenomenal. I can't dispute that. She had stated, I believe that, is it Kim Kardashian? She idolizes her, and there was no particular specific reason why she did this, but it was mainly because that Kim Kardashian is famous. Now, maybe she's just trying to do something similar, and I'm not trying to say that Kim Kardashian has done any fabrication to get her fame, but what I mean is she wants to do something to make herself famous, like Kim Kardashian. And basically what she did was she did obtain this fame almost instantaneously. I mean, she was talking on Dr. Drew last night. I saw this, and I really like what the attorney, Mark Igorsh, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, what he had to say. And he basically essentially said that he was not going to go easy on this woman because what's going on is really, it's not, there's nothing positive or laudable about what she's doing, because you got these kids that are watching this and they might get the wrong idea and think, well, it's okay if my significant other hits me. And really, that's really a very true and veracious message, I think, by Mark. And he had stated that Dr. Drew was essentially coddling this girl. Now, I don't think that was really true. I think that's a little bit extreme. I think Dr. Drew was kind of, I don't want to say sugarcoating this, but I think that he was being a little bit more lenient and giving her a little more latitude than what was needed. You can't condone this kind of actions by somebody. Now, obviously, this was allowed. It's obviously permissible in a lot of people's eyes, because the video, I mean, it went viral, and the fact, it's probably, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm sure it's still out there, and it's accumulating even more views right now as I'm even speaking. So really, the reality is that we don't know, when a lot of these videos come out, that they talk about something that sounds outlandish, whether it's actually true or not, or whether it's actually done just to obtain viewership and to be on the media and really get and make a name for oneself. So, but if that was her intention, she obviously, I mean, was successful in doing this. Now, do I think that this is right for someone to do in order to attain excessive viewership or get exorbitant amount of views? Certainly not. But we're in social media era, and these things happen. Fame for some people can happen very quickly, but at the same time, one must remember that fame can deteriorate very quickly, and it can go down in a heartbeat. And if it becomes, the problem too is, it'll be very hard to really say, well, did this event actually happen with this girl or not? And the thing about it is, there's no real irrefutable evidence to say, well, that he either hit her or didn't hit her. This is something that was just stated in a video, and that could be one of those things that could go 50-50 either way. And this obviously, to me, as I stated before, I believe strongly that this was nothing more just to get the viewers out there to watch this. And she got all these followers, and some people cannot even get 1,000 people following them in their whole time on Facebook, but yet she's closing in on 240,000 followers. And this really happened almost overnight. This was just something like, when you hear the expression overnight sensation, that's pretty much what's transpired with this person. I think what's important for people out there to know, that if by some chance this was actually true and veracious, and that she actually was hit by her boyfriend, that women out there, I want you to know that this is something that is very, it's wrong, and it's something that you don't want to condone or want to agree with. You don't stick with somebody if somebody is abusing you and you're subject to some kind of, especially of a physical nature. You need to extricate yourself from that relationship, and you don't need to be part of it. It's something, And I don't care if it's something that you quote-unquote got accustomed to or got acclimated to or what have you. It's not something that you have to be part of, and don't be afraid to report it to whoever is necessary. Sometimes people will stay in a relationship through intimidation because they're intimidated, or because lack of confidence, because they don't feel that they can move on and move towards something else. You got to remember that you're better than that and you don't deserve it. But like I stated, I'm leaning toward that this was a fabrication, and people out there, you don't need to replicate this. If that is the case, you don't need to go out and make a video and say something that didn't happen in order to get viewership, because I mean, you might be able to fool some people. You won't fool everybody. There's people out there that are cynical, and there's also people that are very streetwise and can tell when something's fallacious and when it's true, and they can distinguish fact from fallacy very easily. And people aren't idiots. Most people, I think, can actually do this. And I really think the people that they're fooling often are themselves, because they think they're fooling others when the reality is they're not. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube segment for Romina Garcia. And until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.